In a world rife with chaos, where the actions of others can ignite our deepest frustrations, we stand at a crossroads. Will we allow the tempest of external events to dictate our inner peace, or will we rise above, embodying the timeless wisdom of Stoicism? Today, we embark on a journey toward mastering our emotions, cultivating resilience, and discovering the profound strength that lies within us. As we navigate the turbulent waters of life, we often find ourselves at the mercy of others' words and actions. Anger, frustration, and irritation can seep into our souls, clouding our judgment and robbing us of our tranquility. Yet, the ancient Stoics, those wise sages of yore, offer us a beacon of hope. They teach us that our emotional responses are not dictated by the world around us, but rather by our perceptions and judgments. Let us delve into the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, and uncover the profound strategies they imparted for achieving a state of unshakable calm. Understanding the nature of anger. Anger is a tempest, a storm that brews within us, often triggered by the actions of others. But what if we could learn to see anger not as an inevitable response, but as a choice? Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When we recognize that our anger is a reaction to our own judgments, we begin to reclaim our power. The Stoics teach us that it is not the actions of others that disturb us, but our interpretations of those actions. By shifting our perspective, we can transform anger into understanding, frustration into compassion. The practice of reflection. To cultivate this transformative perspective, we must engage in the practice of reflection. Seneca, in his letters, emphasizes the importance of self-examination. He urges us to ask ourselves, what is it that truly disturbs me? Is it the action of another or my own expectations? By reflecting on our emotional triggers, we can identify the root causes of our anger. This introspection allows us to disentangle ourselves from the chaos of external events, fostering a sense of clarity and control. We learn to respond rather than react to the world around us. The power of acceptance. Acceptance is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Epictetus teaches us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When we accept that we cannot control the actions of others, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of anger. Imagine a world where we embrace the imperfections of humanity. When someone cuts us off in traffic or speaks harshly, we can choose to see their actions as reflections of their own struggles rather than personal affronts. This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate empathy, transforming potential anger into understanding. The role of virtue. At the heart of Stoicism lies the pursuit of virtue. The Stoics believed that living a virtuous life, characterized by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, was the ultimate goal. When we align our actions with these virtues, we create a solid foundation for our emotional responses. When faced with provocation, we can ask ourselves, what would a virtuous person do in this situation? This question serves as a guiding light, steering us away from destructive emotions and toward a path of integrity and grace. The practice of negative visualization. One of the most powerful tools in the Stoic arsenal is the practice of negative visualization. By contemplating the worst-case scenarios, we prepare ourselves for adversity. This technique, advocated by Seneca, allows us to appreciate what we have and to cultivate resilience in the face of loss. When we envision the potential for betrayal, disappointment, or conflict, we become less reactive when these events occur. We learn to accept the impermanence of life and the inevitability of human flaws. In this acceptance, we find peace. the community of Stoics. As we walk this path, we are not alone. The Stoics remind us that we are part of a larger community of humanity. We share in the struggles and triumphs of our fellow beings. When we recognize our interconnectedness, we can approach others with compassion rather than anger. In moments of conflict, let us remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, "The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." By anticipating the flaws of others, we prepare ourselves to respond with patience and understanding. The journey of self-mastery. The journey of self-mastery is not a destination, but a continuous process. It requires dedication, practice, and a willingness to confront our own shortcomings. The Stoics teach us that true strength lies in our ability to govern our emotions, to rise above the fray, and to maintain our composure in the face of adversity. As we cultivate this self-mastery, we begin to see anger not as a natural response, but as a fleeting shadow that can be dispelled with the light of reason. We learn to pause, to breathe, and to reflect before we react. This practice of mindfulness allows us to create a space between stimulus and response, granting us the power to choose our reactions wisely. The importance of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to anger. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Seneca reminds us that a good character, when it is tested, will not be found wanting. By cultivating gratitude for the lessons life offers, even in moments of frustration, we can transform our emotional landscape. Let us take a moment each day to reflect on the things we are grateful for, our relationships, our health, our opportunities. This practice not only enhances our well-being, but also fortifies our resilience against the irritations of daily life. The legacy of the Stoics. The teachings of the Stoics are not merely historical artifacts, they are living philosophies that resonate with our modern struggles. As we embrace their wisdom, we become part of a legacy that transcends time. We join the ranks of those who have sought to master their emotions and live with purpose. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can elevate our thoughts, transforming our emotional responses and ultimately our lives. As we conclude this exploration of Stoicism and its teachings on anger, let us remember that the power to change our emotional responses lies within us. We have the tools to cultivate resilience, to practice acceptance, and to embrace the virtues that guide us toward a more peaceful existence. Together, let us commit to this path of self-mastery. Let us strive to embody the principles of Stoicism in our daily lives, transforming anger into understanding, frustration into compassion, and chaos into tranquility. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more harmonious world. As we part ways, I invite you to reflect on your own emotional responses. What triggers your anger? How can you apply the teachings of Stoicism to transform those moments? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let us support one another on this journey toward inner peace. Remember, the path of the Stoic is not an easy one, but it is a path worth walking. Together we can rise above the noise and find serenity in the storm.